Yo, what is going on, chat? Today we have a trade recap. I have not done this video in a while, but today I just wanted to go over a trade I took on Friday. I've been a little bit sick and I've been traveling, so haven't been able to make as many videos, but I just want to show off this trade because it's part of the strategy that I've been taking and back testing, and I think you guys can learn a lot from it and probably implement it into your setups as well. So basically, starting off with the higher time frame bias, we notice that market is selling off constantly, and I identified my 4-hour draw on liquidity, which was this 18,240 level. Then I went on to the lower time frames, and I noticed that we were having news at 8:30. Once that news was created, I marked the highs and the lows of that candle. Immediately, I was waiting for one of them to get swept. The low got swept, and then we pumped up into the market open. So once the market opened, I was waiting for this upper level to get swept as well, and then I could target shorts, which was my higher time frame bias. So we saw that it swept the level perfectly, created this nice death candle, which I like to call, which is this nice like dump, which creates this bearish gap, which is perfect for my setup of shorts, where I like to, sorry, I like to wait for it to tap back into this gap and then enter for shorts. So I did a little technique called front running, which is basically just entering early because sometimes the moves will happen kind of imperfectly, so it will not all the time tap into it like it did right here. It'll sometimes just boom, literally like a little bit of ticks and then dump first. So that's why if you're a little bit more experienced, you can take a little bit more heat and enter a little bit more early, knowing that your risk is managed because you're not in your full size. So I front run a little bit one right here, and then I also entered another one around here, which is a fuck pretty good entry. Okay, I already recorded this video like 3 times, so I'm not gonna record it again for me coughing. But anyway, it taps in this gap and it rejects off nice perfectly. So if we do our little risk reward, our stops would be above these equal highs, and our stops or our target would be the low of the day, which is a nice 2-to-1 risk reward. So we see that this trade did play out in our favor. And here I'm gonna go through the screenshots that I took while I was in the trade. I gotta start recording when I'm in it, but sometimes we don't think of that we're actually about managing the trade. So here you can see I actually caught 700 ticks. At the peak, it was 1,000 ticks, but I'm not gonna say that I sold at 1,000. I sold around 800. So here's the entry that I just talked about, and I was trailing my stops. Obviously, here I moved it to break even. I let it drop here. I moved it to break even here, or I moved it down here, and I moved it down here again. And I think this is around where I got stopped out. I think it hit that candle right there. So here is the initial trade with the two sides in it. And I moved the stops above break even on this 3 minute. I'm really liking the 3 minute as well, besides the 1 minute, because 1 minute sometimes you can be too emotional. 3 minute, 5 minute, you can really see the trend and be confident in the trades that you're taking. So here's the levels that I was looking at again. London high as well as that 830 high that we swept. And also another thing is the macro, which is something that I learned about. I'm testing, which is the basically the last 10 minutes of the hourly close and the first 10 minutes of the new hourly open. Those are when the big moves kind of happen in the morning, and also in the afternoon. But that's another thing that I'm implementing. But here we have the indicator to show it as well. And then here's the final thing. Oh yeah, showing the overall trade, which is around 600, and how I was trailing my stops so that I could stay in profit and keep this trade green. So that's pretty much the trade. Sorry for coughing a lot and stuff like that, but this is the trade that I want to show you guys about liquidity sweeps and also the news manipulation candles. So I hope you enjoyed and hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.